everyone, welcome to Tarek Associates live session. I'm Neela, the counselor of Tarek Associates, and we today we're gonna talk about a specific university. And this week we're gonna talk about and obviously learn about the University of Nottingham Trent University. So today we have our guest from Nottingham Trent University, Jahidul Zakir sir, the country advisor of Nottingham Trent University. Hello sir, how are you?
I'm doing good. Thank you. Thank you, Nila, for having me.
You're welcome sir. And today we also have the director of Tarek Associates, Mr. Tarek Mahmood sir. Hello sir,
Hello.
how are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Sure. So, first of all, before beginning the main part of our live session, I want to let our students know about some information about Nottingham Trent University. So, first of all, I want to let you know that Nottingham Trent University is ranked 601, which is 601 in World University ranking by Times Higher Education, and has overall score of 4.4 stars according to the student review. Based on its quality of teaching, its high level of student satisfaction, and its graduate employment, it ranked as a top 10 UK university in the Watuni Student Choice Award. So, this is the basic information about Nottingham Trent University that I know. But today we have Zahidul Zakir sir. He will enlighten us about the whole thing and will give us many knowledge about Nottingham Trent University. So, sir, I want to hand over Tariq sir. I want to hand over you the question answer round. So, sir, it's over to you.
Thank you, Nila. So let's go to the discussion actually. So we are talking about today University of Nottingham Trent. And so I would like to ask you, Mr. Jahid, so what sort of, or how many faculties and subjects they have for the international students?
Okay. Thank you, Tarek Mahmood Bhai, for a nice introduction, and Nila as well. So basically, this is Jahadul Zaki, the country advisor of NTU. And as I already Nila told before, that NTU is one of the best university in UK at the moment because of the ranking and quality of education. And also regarding it's one of the public university in UK, and one of the biggest university in UK as well. And so, what Tarek Mohammed was asking about the faculties and everything. So, Alhamdulillah, we got a lot of faculties as it's one of the biggest university, and we are actually accommodate more than 4,000 students altogether in our campus. So, regarding the faculties, we got law faculties, science faculties, business faculties as well, then design and crafts faculties as well. So I mean, you can name it, and we can inshallah give you some subjects over there. So that's the big university, so we have a lot of subjects over there, inshallah. And most of the cases, the subjects are very much renowned in all over the world, because due to their quality education and accreditation bodies accreditation. So I mean, regarding quality, regarding ranking, we are topmost in UK anyway. Thank you.
All right, okay. When you say that you're top ranking university, so people are thinking it must be very expensive, especially when you are international students coming from like Bangladesh or India, bit of like, middle class background or something. So how much they need to think about their tuition fees, how much tuition fees that will be.
Yeah. So basically, it's not that much expensive, to be honest, if compared to the other universities. We are actually offering undergraduate course around 15,000, 1,500 thousand pound at the moment, and there are a lot of scholarship facilities as well in NTU. We actually offering scholarship around 2,000 pound for UG students, and it's up to 6,000. So per year 2,000, up to 6,000. I mean, every year 2,000, 2,000, 2,000, 6,000 altogether. So if you just, I give you an example. For example, if you or like to go for BA in marketing or BA in accounting, So the course fees will be £15,000, and if you deduct £2,000 from there for scholarship, so you'll be starting there for £13,000, which is most reliable. And the most importantly, the courses come up in NTU are basically come up with placement facilities. So we are actually best for placement. Because when students will join NTU, they're able to go for placement as well. So it's called sandwich course. So, for example, if they go for 4 years bachelor program, so 2 years they will study on campus, and third year they will go for placement, and the fourth year they will come back to university and join the program again. So that's actually how 4 years programs are generated. In third year, the placement year, actually it's a paid placement, and students will able to earn £18,500 on that year, which is very very good anyway. So telling all the students in Bangladesh or anywhere in the world that you don't need to worry about your fees, because you are paying fees on top of a scholarship, and also you are able to work part-time and full-time in terms of your study period. And in third year you are able to go for work placement, which is actually paid, and you are able to earn money. You can also contribute that money in your tuition fees as well. So what I can say, if you pay only 1 year tuition fee before you go to UK, for your 4 year program, so you are able to survive for the next 3 years, because in the third year you are able to earn money rather paying tuition fees. So in that case, it's a good news for everyone. You can work, you can earn money, you'll be financially independent, and end of the day you can go for work permit, then you can go for PSW. So it's a massive opportunity at the moment for middle class students. So don't worry, we'll be there with you. Thank you.
All right. I have one more thing to clarify on the scholarship. Is that like basically based on English language requirements, or it just they will get a scholarship on their academic qualifications, what they have
Yeah.
achieved maybe throughout
Yeah,
their
yeah.
academic.
So let me clear a few things regarding scholarship and entry requirements. First of all, for UG programs from Bangladesh, if someone have done their HSC, and they need to get 4.5 out of 5, and if they score that amount of CGPA in their HSC, they can directly go for their bachelor degree in NTU. And while doing that, so there is a link in the NTU scholarship page. If they click the link, there are 4 questions, so they need to answer those 4 questions based on their own experience. It's not rocket science. It's a pretty much easy questions answer regarding how the course is, why this uni. It's kind of a statement of purpose, why they are going to join this university, and why UK, why NTU, these kind of things. So they need to answer those 4 questions in a proper way, in a proper academic writing skills. Based on that, the admission team will evaluate their scholarship, and they will give the scholarship amount. So it's depending on how they write the answer. If they write the answer in a proper way, they will get higher scholarship amount. If that the result, the writing is not that much good, then they will get less amount of the scholarship over there. So that's for the UG students. And for master's students, the requirement is 2.7 in most cases out of 4. So in bachelor course, if they acquire 2.7 out of 4, they're able to enter in most of the MSc courses in NTU. And same case, they need to go to the link and click the link, answer 4 questions, answer those 4 questions, and by answering that question in proper way, they're able to get a scholarship, £2,000 or up to 50%. That's actually a massive amount anyway. So it's depending on the the writing skill again. And that's one. And last one is the high achiever award. So if a students got 3.3 out of 4, they're able to get scholarship amount of £3,000 straight away without answering any questions. So that's actually guaranteed one. And the last two are actually not guaranteed, because they had to answer the questions, and based on the answer of the questions, they will get the scholarship. But in the third one, high achiever award, they are actually guaranteed one. So they will able to get a scholarship amount of £3,000 by if they got 3.3 out of 4. So that's basically the entry requirements and the scholarship for MSc and UG programs. Thank you.
Jad bhai, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, sir.
I can hear you now. Actually,
Yeah, yeah.
it was just
Is there any
okay.
country
I can.
scholarship for the students? Automatic.
Yeah. So basically, that one I told you, like high achiever award. So 3.3 out of 4. That's specifically for Bangladesh market. For Bangladesh
Okay,
market, anyone from Bangladesh, they will able to get scholarship £2,000 if they are from Bangladesh and have done their bachelor from UGC approved Bangladesh universities.
okay. And how many years of study gaps they allow you for? Let's talk about undergrad first.
Yeah. So for undergraduation, we are actually accepting at the moment at least 3,000, three years, because it's a pandemic time. We all know we are in a bad time at the moment. So we are actually, somebody did not study properly, some exam didn't held properly, and people are in sometimes in cultural shock, in mental trauma as well in this time of period. So we normally don't accept a gap after intermediate, after HSC, but due to this pandemic period, we can justify that yes, the student got some mental trauma, you got some some family member pass away. So this kind of thing actually we can come into account, and we can hopefully allow them to have some year gap. So I can say 3 years minimum at the moment we can do. I think it's more than that will be a bit difficult. But if or he or she have done some diploma or any kind of training program in this pandemic time, we can still show them. So in some cases, you can more than 3 years will be fine, but need to show proper activities what he or she has done for last 3 4 years, and you can show like computer training or any kind of diploma, short course, we can also accommodate over there. And hopefully you can apply for that, no problem. So that's for the undergraduation. But for the master's program, we are pretty much flexible. After undergraduation, if someone got like more than 10 years, or more than 5 10 years get your study gap, that's completely fine for us, because we believe in employability. We believe in we think that people can change their career, switch their career frequently. That's actually a new global a trend at the moment, because earlier when we saw our parents, they did one job for for the whole life. But at the moment, people are changing their career, switching their career every 10 20 years. So that's actually, as a modern university of the year, NTU also preferring that. So we normally accept more than 10 years study gap. That's fine. I can give you an example. For example, if someone have done their bachelor in 2010 and have working for in a firm for last 10 years, as an accountant, and finally he or she could thought, okay, I would like to change my career now, I would like to go for HRM or marketing. Yes, definitely welcome, you can do that. Just need a justification in your SOP why you'd like to change your career, what's the reason behind that, and are you going to study over there or not. So just need to write down his background or her background, and just give us a proper justification, then we can proceed to her or his file, no problem at all. Thank you.
Okay, when you say justification, I think it's very important to have a strong SOP, statement of purpose, so that you can justify your the reason you're going to be studying in the UK and what course you want to do actually and why UK. So I guess for the international students, it's very important to have a strong SOP to make sure they show the ground.
Yeah. It's very very important. Basically, when we are looking into SOPs, we always it's actually very bad luck. We always see is a common SOP for from everywhere. It's actually disappointing some cases, because when the admission team look into the SOPs, they always see there's a similarity in the SOPs. So it's not unique. That's actually one of the bad thing we are finding at the moment in SOPs at the moment. So we normally recommend to have a SOP with a unique way to write, because we want that everybody's life is different anyway. So can't be pretty similar. When you talk about UK, yeah, it can be similar, but when you're talking about the background and why you choosing NTU, why you choosing that course, how this course will affect you in future, that definitely will vary human to human. So in that case, I always prefer to write down SOP based on their own experience. It not need to be a very highly academic skill writing. You can write on your own way, just show you justification, show your own words, own skills and own background. I think it's going to be pretty easy for you to get admission at NTU with that unique kind of SOP. Thank you.
Oh, that's great. Okay, so now we know how much tuition fees and everything. We have an idea, but obviously, on top of the tuition fees, we need to also consider for the living cost. How much will be the maintenance? Obviously, you are coming into the UK. You are going to be studying in the world-class universities, and you are living here. You have to have your food, have a rent, and stuff. So, how much do you think students should be considering in terms of their living cost every month? And do
Yeah.
you think they can cover it with their part-time jobs?
Yeah. So coming into the UK living cost, you know better than me anyway, because you're in UK at the moment. So, but what I think from my experience, I was in Coventry and Derby, and so the small cities are actually less expensive anyway. That's a very common thing in like in Bangladesh. Like if you compare Kumilla with Dhaka, there's a big difference between the expenditure. So in that case, also similar. Nottingham is a city which is in actually is in East Midland, and it's 2 hours from London, 2 hours from Manchester, 1 hour from Birmingham. So to be honest, it's a affordable city. And when I was in England, when I was in Coventry, I used to accommodate my whole monthly expenditure by £400 that time. So I think it's more or less similar. So 400 to 150 pound will be much easier for students to accommodate himself or herself in a shared accommodation. Also, they can actually have, that's a total amount of cost that need to be spent monthly in Nottingham City. And also, also compared to the other big cities, it's less expensive, to be honest. And finally, for the part-time jobs, I already had a chat with the president of Bangladesh Society. His name is Moinul Hassan. He's currently in Nottingham. So he said to me that he actually touched with all the Bangladeshi people at the moment in Nottingham City. He said that nobody is at the moment unemployed at Nottingham City, because they are all having their proper bread and butter at the moment from the part-time jobs. And also, there's a very good connection between the community. There's a lot of good security community over there as well. So they meet very weekly and monthly, and they're playing football, they're playing cricket. So they got a very good connection with the employer and employees. There are a lot of employers over there in the community as well. So they normally recruit their employees from their local community. So that's pretty much actually easier, and and the students actually earn work 20 hours in term time and 40 hours in off time. So pretty much easy to afford in Nottingham City, and they can also have flexibility of jobs over there. And as it's a spot of tourism, we all know Nottingham is a city of Robin Hood, so pretty much easier to get a lot of tourist-based job as well in hospitality industry. So for me, it's a kind of complete package. They can have also work full-time, part-time, work in a study in good university, quality education, placement, work permit. So it's gonna be a complete package. Thank you.
All right, that's good. And if someone wants to do another master's, someone, let's say they have done one master's, or they want to do, like for example, an MBA, they've done master's and they want to do now an MBA. Is that possible? Will they accept?
Yeah. So it's pretty good question. For Nottingham Trent, they are very much flexible regarding double masters. First of all, it doesn't matter in the same field. For example, if someone has done their masters in accounting before, and like 10 years back, then last 10 years he or she worked for in an accounting firm. Then now he or she would like to go for another masters, not MBA, another masters in marketing or HM. Definitely they can go, because we believe that everyone can change their career and switch their career, and they can have always they can options to study different subjects. So for MBA, more than welcome. For MSc, yes, we are happy to issue offer letter, no problem.
Then again, I would like to add, like maybe obviously justification on the SOP will be very crucial,
Definitely,
because
definitely,
you need to
definitely.
tell them
Yeah,
why you'd like to do the second
yeah,
masters and
yeah,
why and how it is going to be added.
yeah. Yeah,
something in your life, in
that's
your career
that's
in the future.
that's it's very common in European and first world countries that people normally finish their course in bachelor done like 20 years ago, then work for in a company like last 20 years. Now he or she thinks, okay, I would like to change my career, then studying in a MSc degree, but they know they're actually like, a student from genuine background. They would like to study there properly. For Bangladesh market, sometimes we get some fishy things. So that's why they want the proper justifications why and what reason actually push you to study again and change your background. So that's pretty much important. And yes, definitely proper SOP is very much important over there.
Or now, obviously, it's in the pandemic is a very tough time for everyone, especially as the international students. They are going through a lot of hard time as well. So coming into the UK, obviously, if you're coming from the red listed country, you got to be in the quarantine in the hotel at least for 11 days so far for now. If it is going to be the same going through the September, and what the university can do for them to help, and what measurement they have taken to make sure the students is going to be safe in the campus.
Yeah. So yeah, basically, as you know better than me, that UK is currently recovering everything in a proper way. So world is actually moving on because we all need to move on anyway. There's no option to sit back home and think about it. So same NTU, same UK. So as UK already imposed that 10 days, 11 days quarantine. And we, NTU, we believe that it's a kind of extra burden for the students from red listed countries. So that's why we introduced. We would like to reimbursing 750 pound quarantine fees for the students. So a student will pay their fees at the moment, and in the second semester we will waive that amount from their tuition fees. So that's one of the great news, I think. So we will waive that fees in the next semester. So that's one of the thing. And NTU always believe to have physical classes rather online and blended learning. So that's why they will always want students to have their vaccination, and also their vaccination card as well with them, so that they can start their class physically rather online. So yeah, so that's actually one of the great news actually we got last few days ago from university, that they were covering the quarantine fees for the students from Bangladesh.
All right. So some universities right now, or probably some of them already have decided going through a blended learning method. So some days online, so some days offline into the classroom. So the University of Trent, Nottingham Trent is going to be offline for the older classes, so it's going to be a blended learning method.
So till now, I have heard from Nottingham that no, we are actually doing class physically at the moment, but nothing blended came at the moment. So they will do, might be if the cases arise, but at the moment, no, we are doing physically for such demonstration. Till now, there's the update, but that might change depending on situation COVID-19. So currently, it's all physical.
Okay. And one more thing I would like to add is basically if someone from Bangladesh, especially if they have their COVID-19 first dose and coming to the UK for study, and they will be able to get their second dose. Once they register with the NHS, they will be able to register for their second dose straight away. Obviously, there has to be a gap between first and second dose for a couple of months, 2 months. So there is no shortage of vaccine in the UK, and there is a very good number already has been vaccinated the first and second dose as well. So the COVID situation in the UK is very good right now. They are planning to open the country from the 19th of July. So there is going to be no more, pretty much no restriction at all. So nothing to worry to come into the UK for study, because it's all going good with when it comes to COVID-19. UK, one of the leading country who is recovering very well. Okay, Nila, I would like to ask you if you have any question for me or Mr. Jaisal.
Yeah, definitely. My students who are right now watching the live, they have a lot of questions I can see. So the first question is from side result. So is there any option for spouse in Nottingham Trent University?
Yeah. So currently, we didn't hear anything from the like UKVI regarding they could not take their spouse with them. No. So it's basically depending on the case officer. Normally, when you submit the paper from university background, we don't have any issue if they take their spouse with them. So no problem at all. They can definitely apply together.
Thank you so much. So the next question is from Mahfuzul Islam. So can you tell me about CAD deposit? He meant cash deposit, and in how many installments he can pay for the tuition fee?
Yeah. Very good question. So regarding cash deposit, we only require £3,000, and that's the only amount we require before the flight. I mean, after the flight to UK. So after the flight to UK, they start their class for 1 month. Then they pay the second installment on October. So basically, no payment. I mean, other than £3,000. So before go to UK, they need to pay only £3,000. That's it for the cash deposit, and then they'll fly to UK. And after 1 month of starting there, in October, end of October, they will pay the uh, this time on the money. For example, 4,500 pound. Then the last amount installment will be paying by February. So there'll be three installments at the moment. So before cash, £3,000. After flying to UK, start their class, then pay some amount of money by October, and the last installment will be on February. Beside that, if someone got any problem regarding their financial issues and everything, so they definitely go for the installment as well. It's gonna be weekly, fortnightly. I used to pay like fortnightly, depending on my part-time job payment comes to my account. So depending on their situation anyway, so they always welcome them. They always have flexibility over there as well. No problem.
Thank you so much. So the next question is from Bapi Hossain. Any scholarship possible for both postgrad and undergrad?
Yeah, that already answered that. Yes, we have a scholarship facility for UG and PG courses. But at the moment, for September intake, we are only offering a scholarship which is High Achiever Awards. That is actually, if someone got 3.3 out of 4, they are able to get a scholarship amount of £3,000 straight away. And for January intake, we are again come up with a different kind of scholarship criteria, which will be announced soon. But for September intake, we are close for those question answer based scholarship. At the moment, we're only offering High Achiever Awards, 3.3 out of 4, and a scholarship will be £2,000. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So the next question is from Neela, me. So the most important question we usually face is if the student paid a full tuition fee, will he or she get any waiver?
So there's early bird fee scholarships. No, we don't have that, to be honest, because we want the students to pay their fees. By installment. There's no burden for them. It's a huge amount of money. When you pay all together. Because and in second semester also that we're kind of waiving the quarantine fees as well. So that's why we'd like to them to pay their money by installment, which will give them less burden, also have some flexibility, and they will pay one by one. So and they have some settle down over there in properly in UK. Yeah.
Thank you so much. So the next question is from Rafiul Ratul. What are the minimum requirements for applicants?
Yep. So, Rafil Ratul, for if you have done your HSC, it's 4.5 out of 5 for direct entry to the bachelor program. And if you would like to go for MSc master's program, is in the bachelor program you need to have 2.7 out of 4 in most of the cases, except MBA. MBA we want 3 out of 4. But if you search online, there are like MSc accounting, MSc marketing, MSc physics, chemistry, microbiology, molecular biology. Most of the cases we are already, accepting 2.7 out of 4. So for the common courses, 2.7, you can say.
Okay, in our national universities, there is no CGPA. There is like either first class or second class. In that case, what is the percentage the student should have for entry requirement?
Yeah, so that's why we say normally that's is 2:2 and 2:1. So 2:1 means that they need to get 3 out of 4. That means actually they need to get more than 60%. and two is actually 2.7 out of 4. That means they need to get 55% in 100%. So 55% for 2.7 is equivalent to, and 60% is equivalent to 3. So in national university we are accepting 55% and up to 60%.
That's really great. So the next question is from Orpa. Is it hard to get into Nottingham Trent University? That's a common
I mean,
question.
if she's asking about regarding that, the quality. I mean, the admission procedure is not that hard anyway. Because I'm here in Bangladesh at the moment, helping students to get the application and get the scholarship and offer letter and everything. So definitely, and we are also connect with Tharak Associates. So hopefully there'll be no problem. And I already always get in touch with the university every day almost. So regarding admission, I'm here in Bangladesh, so definitely I'll be helping you regarding a lot of difficulties you've faced before to apply in NTU. So currently I'm here, so inshallah, no problem at all. We can just sort it out, no problem.
Thank you so much. Can I, Mingmay Mitika says, can I start study there after January 2022? Well, I want to answer this question that right now we are taking, I mean, Nottingham, even the whole UK universities are taking admission for September intake 2021, which means January intake will be the next intake after ending this September intake. So, are Nottingham University open for
Yep, yep. So definitely you can apply for January intake as well. No problem at all. We're still open for that. But for the scholarships, it will take some time to be announced. There'll be link will be published very soon after September intake. So currently, we are able to get application for January intake as well. No problem at all.
Okay, thank you so much, Zai sir. It's been
Okay.
very informative, and I think we have learned a lot about University of Nottingham
No
Trent.
problem at all. No worries at all.
Um, so it's been really pleasure to have you here on the live session
Yeah.
today,
Thank you. Thanks for
and
having me
I'm
today.
sure we are
Thank
going
you.
to be doing another one soon. Okay,
Inshallah. No problem at all.
stay
Thank
safe,
you.
stay healthy. Okay, stay
Yeah.
home.
Thank you. Thank you. Take care.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye.
Okay. So for the network difficulties, I guess we have to end our live here because right now we don't have the I mean we are facing the load shedding. So uh, I want to say that we all get to know about Nottingham University and Trent University, where we got to know that they have a lot to offer us. So, if you guys all who are watching this live, if you guys are interested to apply Nottingham Trent University in this September intake, please go to our website. The address is www.tarekassociates.co.uk. There you will get a free assessment, and if you, as the lockdown situation is quite stable now, you can even come to our office, which is in Sonarturi Tower, Bangla Motor, Sonargaon Road. So that's it for now. You can do the free assessment, and even if you come to our office, you will definitely get the free consultancy from our Tarek associate, and it's just for the September intake. So I hope you guys will be stay good, and I really wish that this COVID situation just leave us as soon as possible. So I have to end this live now. If you guys have any further question, definitely knock us in our Facebook page. Our team will definitely respond to you as soon as they can. So stay good, stay happy. We are leaving now. Bye bye.